Started? Okay. What advice would you give young people today?
On what issue?
What would you give? What advice would you give Black people today, young Black people?
Just be encouraged. Look at the successes of others and do what you're doing. Communicate with them and ask them how did they overcome? Because we all overcome, even you as a young age. But the older people have more experience in it than others. The racism I overcame. I had one B out of the whole year at University of Houston on my transcript. The rest were A's on my doctoral. But when Texas Southern started a doctoral program in urban education, I was quick to jump back over here because I felt more comfortable. And even the students now who are freshmen, sometimes they feel uncomfortable living on college campuses. They have to overcome certain things, and some of them are living other places for the first time. So they have to kind of do a stick to it and look at the positives of it. Don't give up on the first incident.
What made you choose Texas Southern?
Number one was the scholarship that I was offered. I am what you call a first generation college graduate in my family. So my family was instrumental in pushing me through uh, the college part. They were very supportive financially, babysitting, because as most students here at Texas Southern, became a family person with kids during my first few years. And that called for a lot of extra support. It wasn't just all up to me. I had a spouse and eventually two kids that were 2 years apart, one in my sophomore year and one in my senior year, but I kept going. I did not give up. So perseverance, I think, would be the key.
How many institutions did they have open, like around that time when you were in college?
We had several. Of course, TSU is the only HBU in the city that is state supported. The other one that's state supported is University of Houston around the corner. So we were the major focus in terms of the higher ed. We had numerous community colleges, Lone Star, and others that are students later transferred to one or the other. Then the other institution that got most of our blacks though was Prairie View around the corner, not too far.
What sticks out to you the most, what sticks out to you the most about your teaching experience? Or what's one of the best experiences you ever had as being a teacher?
I just feel like being a teacher is a calling, and not everyone can do it. Not everyone wants to do it, but it's a special calling and a special feeling that you receive once you see those students succeed as you have done in the past. And the counseling and advising of them seems to be very helpful, and listening to them.
Was financial aid available back then?
Financial aid was available, however, I was blessed that I didn't have to have it until I got to work on my doctorate degree. There were very little scholarships available for that level of education. But then tuition, you won't believe this, was like $50 a semester. That's not counting books or anything, and nor room and board, because I did not live on campus. I initially started riding the city bus, like some of these students here. I had no car the first year.